What's up everybody, it's KelseeBrianaJai here with an eyeshadow palette review. As you can tell by the title, it is the Viseart Grande Pro Volume 1 eyeshadow palette, and I'm so excited to finally have this palette because I pre-ordered it on musebeauty.com a month ago and I finally have my hands on it. So let's go ahead and jump into the review because I have a lot of information to cover. So like I said, I ordered this from Muse Beauty. This is a Muse Beauty exclusive and they only made 3,000 of these eyeshadow palettes. So it is an exclusive launch, which is also a limited edition. I pre-ordered mine on October 9th when it was released, and I had almost forgotten that I ordered it, but then in the back of my mind I'm like, where's my eyeshadow palette? Because I've been anxiously awaiting this to come, like anxiously. I think that it's really cool that they numbered the products because it added a special touch. I actually got the 412th eyeshadow palette that was produced out of 3,000, so I think that was really cool. I would really like to know who's gonna get number 3,000. Stephanie Nicole, who is a YouTuber, beauty influencer, and also a person who actually works behind the scenes in the beauty industry, made a very in-depth video with Anastasia Viseart, who is the CEO of Viseart, as well as Alphonse Weebelt, I believe is his name, who is one of the co-founders of Muse Beauty, and they overviewed the entire Viseart line. So she did a really in-depth interview with them. So I'm going to give you guys the general overview of this palette, and a lot of the information that I have for my video is stemming from her, so I just want to make sure that I give her credit. So I will definitely link her video down below. It's an hour-long video. She overviews the entire brand, their inspiration behind the palette, who they like to work with, how they pick it, how it's limited edition, and all that good stuff. So I took some notes from that, and I have a little bit of that to share with you guys. Well, here is the packaging. Very soft. I actually need to figure out what this texture is because it's just a soft texture and I never know what to call it. And I like the lettering. It's a very sleek package, and then on the back it has the ingredients. It says that this is made in the USA and distributed by Viseart Paris Corporation, and then it has the amount of products in here. So you have 60 grams of products, or 2.12 ounces of product in each pan. Like, how nice is this? This is so sturdy and so sleek. This is the perfect eyeshadow palette for traveling. So I'm gonna go ahead and open mine, and this right here is a little difficult for me to get out. My nails have gotten longer, so this kind of takes some work. But this is the palette. This one is the protective case that holds the palette. And I think that this is so sleek. I'm so impressed with the quality of their packaging. And then on the back, it says Viseart. And again, it's that very sleek cardboard. And then you open it up. And I love the way it folds because this can double as an easel to hold up the products. It does have a mirror in here. But here are the eyeshadows. And how beautiful is the layout of this palette. There are 30 matte eyeshadows in here, and what they were saying on Stephanie Nicole's video is that for the pro palettes, they don't like to mix mediums. So meaning they don't want to have shimmery and matte eyeshadows because this is a pro product, and for a professional makeup artist, when you mix mediums and say for instance somebody is working on set, a speck of glitter may get into a matte eyeshadow, and that speck of glitter in everyday life wouldn't matter worth 2 cents. But when you're behind cameras and lights and all that stuff on set and you see a speck of glitter, it really can translate. So another cool thing about this eyeshadow palette is that all of the shades are magnetized, so you can take them out and customize them. They're also not calling this an eyeshadow palette, they're calling this a pigment palette. Viseart's mentality is, why limit yourself to just applying these on your eyes? If you find shades that work for contour or whatever else you need them to work for, if you need to put it on the lips, whatever, feel free to do that because these are pressed pigments and not just eyeshadows. This retails for $175, and if you're a pro member you get it for $140, and the value of this eyeshadow palette is $200 because, as you guys know, Viseart's regular eyeshadow palettes retail for $80, and I feel like this one is a good mix of all of their palettes in my opinion. In here there are 6 shades that are re-promoted from some of their other palettes. This white shade is a re-promote from their 08 editorial palette. This shade and this shade are both re-promotes from their 04 Theory palette, the Amethyst palette. This shade is a re-promote from their 07 Cool Mattes palette. This shade and this shade are both re-promotes from my favorite palette, the 01 Neutral Matte palette. But other than that, you get 24 brand new eyeshadow shades, and I love them. What I love the most about Viseart eyeshadows is that they're super easy to blend, and you can actually mix the colors together to get new colors. Once you mix them, it's almost like you're mixing a cream, but they are powder eyeshadows, and they mix to allow you to create customizable shades. And there are so many different undertones in here. Alphonse explained how the palette is set up, and I wrote down exactly what he said. So this is a quote from him from Stephanie Nicole's video. So Alphonse says, and I quote, "Each row is a harmonious undertone of a pigment. Each row is organized to complement one another. The first row is organized as light peaches to siennas to Swiss chocolates. The second row is a natural shade to the ochre shades. And the third row are the shell shades to the mahoganies. The fourth row are the pale pinks to the violets. The last row are the soft whites to the grays and the cobalts." And then they're also organized by column. So the first column is designed to be the base eyeshadows for fair individuals to people with medium complexions. The second column is organized to be the base eyeshadows for medium to deeper complected individuals. The third row is organized to be the contours for all complexions. The fourth row is designed to be the intensifiers. The fifth row is designed to be the accessory shades, and the sixth row is designed to be the definers. I love how much thought and time and effort they put into the design of the palette because it makes it really functional. When I was on tour with Jill Scott, pretty much all of the matte eyeshadows I used were Viseart matte eyeshadows because they blended so well. They didn't take a lot of time. They're very sleek, and I just know that it's a reliable eyeshadow. So whatever the color looks like in the pan, that's what the color is going to look like whenever you're doing makeup on somebody's skin. So I really love them. Viseart makes my absolute favorite matte eyeshadows. There's none other that can compare. So I 100% had to get this. I'm ride or die with Viseart. So I am going to go ahead and jump into swatches of this, and I'm going to swatch it row by row, and then following the swatches I'm going to do a makeup tutorial using the eyeshadows in here. I really love this palette and I enjoy it, but I want to go ahead and share with you guys the swatches and the tutorial. So enjoy. with my eyeshadow base. This is a paint pot by MAC. It is called Land Low. To set my paint pot, I am going to take this color in the first column, second row, with a Wayne Goss 06 brush. I'm going to dust this all over my eye. Next, switching to a MAC 217 blending brush, I'm going to take this color and I'm going to dust this above my crease as my first transition color. I can very faintly see it, but it will definitely help blend out my crease. Same brush, fourth column, first row. I'm going to move ever so slightly down and blend this right above my crease as well. So back and forth motions, and this color is really pigmented, so I'm using a pretty light hand here. Now that we have that applied, let's move on to the next color. I'm going to take this purple. I have a more taper blending brush. This one is a MAC 221. And I want this color directly into the crease. Now, mind you, Viseart eyeshadows are super pigmented. Go in with a very light hand and build this color. That looks so pretty and it was so easy to blend. That's what I love about Viseart eyeshadows. So now I'm going to take this color, which is in the first column and the fifth row, with my MAC 239 brush, and I'm going to dab this, ooh, pigmented, on my inner tear duct. Again, I'm going to go in on the first column, third row, and take this pinkish type color, and I'm going to pat that right next to that white and blend it over right on the edge of that purple shade, just to make sure that it's blended, but it's opaque already. Now I'm going to take this color in the third column and the third row. Using the same brush, I want to pack this color right next to that pinkish color. These are blending so pretty. Make sure that you're not taking this above the crease, but just pat it right on the edge just to make sure that everything is blended. And going back and forth between my 239 and my 221 will help my lines stay seamless on my eyeshadow, because we don't want any harsh lines. And then I'm going to go into the fourth column and fourth row. And again, same brush. And I'm going to marry this look together by putting this on my outer crease. So now that I have the top of my eyelid finished, I'm going to go ahead and add some eyeliner, lashes, and conceal. And I'll be back and we'll finish off the rest of the eye look together. Okay, so I've finished off the majority of my look, so let's go ahead and do the bottom lash line together. If you're interested about anything that's on my face, I will have all details listed down below, so check there. To finish off the lower lash line, I am going to go back with this white color, and I am going to rim that along the inner top tear duct and the lower part. And then I'm going to go back with this color, which is in the third column and fourth row. And again, I'm going to take this color from the fourth row and the fourth column, connect it to the very top. So this is the finished look, and I love the eyeshadows that Viseart produces. They are my absolute favorite matte eyeshadow formula. So I totally recommend getting this palette, especially if you're a person who does not have any matte Viseart eyeshadow palettes. I think that this one will be a special one to get. The quality, of course, is amazing, and I love Viseart. Like, I can't say enough good things about them. If you're a person who A, is a collector of Viseart, or B, you haven't tried them, or C, you're a makeup artist, I feel like this palette will be a great investment. So I love it. I feel like it has a good mix of everything in here, and you can create a whole lot of different looks. I love my look that I did today. I definitely feel like Viseart eyeshadows blend themselves. So let me know if you guys will be getting this palette down in the comment section. There were only 3,000 made into production, so let me know if you'll be one of those 3,000 individuals who get a palette. And I will talk to you guys in my very next video. Smooches. Bye.